Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. My name is Moiza, and in this video I want to show us how to properly thread a blackhead machine, also known as a manual machine. The first step is to reel thread into your bobbin. On the screen I have the bobbin and the bobbin case. The one that looks like a wheel is the bobbin, while the other one is the bobbin case. Now I'm going to reel my thread into the bobbin. With this contraption I want to use in my machine, some other machine does not have it. Some use hand to reel their thread, while some other people uses the balance wheel. The round metal that we use to start the pedal of the machine is called a balance wheel. Your body all over my mind. I got so hot, I'm off my feet. We up in the clouds with the sun in our eyes. After that, the next step is to insert the bobbin into the bobbin case. Now, I'm finding it difficult to insert the bobbin case into the spot under the machine plate because the needle is inside the loop. When you want to insert your bobbin case, make sure that the needle is up at the upper part and is not inside the hole. Make sure it is up. Then you can now insert your bobbin case. Having done that, I'm going to pass the thread, taking it through the inner part of the machine edge, then over to the back. Over to the back, you see a tiny spot at the top of the machine at the back. You can see it on the screen where the arrow is indicating. You pass the thread through that place. Then through the tension regulator. You pass the thread through the tension regulator as well. After you have passed the thread through the tension regulator, you will insert it into the thread take-up lever. You see it on the screen, the thread take-up lever. I'll be pointing at it. Yes, this I'm pointing at is the thread take-up lever. Yes, you pass your thread through that, then down to the thread clamp. Down to the thread clamp, then into the needle. Now we'll check if what we've done so far worked, and also the different stitch lines that we have, and how to regulate your stitch line for the different purposes you want it to serve. For the first stitch line I'm trying out, I'll be placing the regulator between the 10 and 7 numbers of the regulator, 10 and 7, adjacent 8, 10 and 7, in between 10 and 7, adjacent 8 of the regulator. That will be my first stitch line. For the second stitch line, I will drop the regulator to the bottom, to the very bottom of the regulator for the gather stitch, to the bottom, the last part, like the bottom of the regulator for the gather stitch. Next stitch line, I am placing the regulator with above the number 10, above the number 10, and between 15 and 10. Yes, between 15 and 10 for this next stitch. For this last stitch, I will be placing the regulator at a reverse stitch position. So setting your regulator to the upper part places your stitches on a reverse, like you want to back stitch on a thread. This is the outcome of our stitches. The first one is the stitch between 15 and 10, when you place your regulator between 15 and 10, and the one in the middle, the second line, is your regulator between 10 and 7, 10 and 7, adjacent 8, while the last one, which is the gather stitch, is when you place your regulator at the bottom. The bottom is a gather stitch. It's a very loose stitch. When I draw on the thread now, as you can see, the clothes will gather, it will squeeze together. So that is how you get your gather stitch. But that's not the only one. You also have to touch your tension, but we will do that later. But for this one, you can see the different lines that you get, stitch lines that you get for different positions of your tension regulator. I will recap the processes involved in threading a manual machine now. As I've said, the first step is to reel your thread onto its bobbin. Then you insert the bobbin into the bobbin case under the plate of the machine. After you've done that, you will pass the thread from the upper part of the machine to the small spot from the upper part of the machine. Yes, from the upper part here, then to the small spot at the back of the machine. That small spot that I'm touching right now, yes, that part, you will pass the thread through that place down to the tension. You see the tension spot down there. Yes, down here is the tension spot. You can see it. So here from the upper part, then down to the tension spot, coming up again. So it will come up here, then into the thread take-up lever. Into the thread take-up lever. From the thread take-up lever, you put it in the clamp spot. From the clamp spot, then you insert it into the machine needle. And that's all for the threading of a manual machine, otherwise called a blackhead machine. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial to the end. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.